Hello, this is Father Ken Lau, and welcome to the new episode of Nuggets for the Soul. And in this episode, I'm gonna help you prepare yourself for this coming Sunday, February 7, for the Mass there, and to meditate upon the Gospel reading, which is from Mark chapter 1, verse 29 to 39. Okay, and it talks about the healing that Jesus did to the mother-in-law of Peter. And this happened in Capernaum. I went to the Holy Land and I saw um, the synagogue there is very close to the house of Peter. And I could just imagine Jesus uh, after a service in the synagogue with his disciples, hungry, going to the house of Peter looking for something to eat, but there's no food because the person in charge of cooking is sick. And that's the mother-in-law of Peter. And it says there that the mother-in-law of Peter has fever. And I was like thinking, what's the significance of fever? As we know, fever, it's not deadly. And we're experiencing um, a body temperature that is above normal. And it makes us very weak. And the, the insight that I got is that this fever is something has to do with our passion, okay, our disordered passion. Of course, passion is good if it's ordered towards God and towards something good. But if it's disordered or very selfish, this will weaken us in our spiritual life, okay? And that's what the mother-in-law of Peter needs to be healed from, okay? And that's why it says here that now Simon's mother-in-law was in bed with a fever, and they told Jesus about her at once. He came and took her by the hand and lifted her up, okay? Uh, then the fever left her and she began to serve them. Okay, so you see here how Jesus took her by the hand and lifted her up. That lifted her up is the same language used in the resurrection when Jesus was lifted up from his death and resurrected back to life. And uh, some and that has to do also with us when we have disordered passion and when something in us dies, in our spiritual life, and it needs to be healed, and it needs to be lifted up, it needs to be resurrected back to life. And that's what happened here with the mother-in-law of Peter. Okay, it says there the fever left her and she began to serve them. So let's ask ourselves, do we have any disordered passion that is making our spiritual life weak? Okay, let's ask the Lord to heal us, to set us free from this, detach ourselves from this, and lift us up so that we'll be able to serve God and to serve others better. Be a living saint. Jesus, Mary, Joseph, we trust in you.